put Chelsea in his own box. So not Spurs because they have Conte, a so-called world-class manager. Let me give to world-class manager, but does he have the players? Oh, let's leave that alone, right? But Manchester United has had a dreadful season, but they shouldn't be worried. But Arsenal has had a better season, better points tally, have one of the youngest team that is progressing. They should be worried. The Manchester United and Spurs shouldn't be worried. This is the agenda. This is the agenda. This is not an Afrobeat agenda. This is an English agenda against Arsenal all the time. Like the mainstream becoming very laughable and farcical. See, you're being found out. I remember when the fan cam channel started, they found a way to pull them down off. Let's be real. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Soccer with 304. Welcome to Soccer with 304. Please, if you're new, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn the notification bell. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn the notification bell. I'm here to react to another laughing moment by Jimmy Carragher. I saw this video. Shout out to Arsenal Fan TV. Subscribe to their channel. They had a fan fake of some sorts, and they were having a conversation about teams that should be worried about the influx of money and influence and resources to Newcastle. That teams should be worried, which I understand. Newcastle were bought by the Arabs. There's more money, more influence, so they can actually buy and actually begin to revel in competing with the likes of Manchester United, Arsenal, uh, Spurs, then move to the upper echelon of Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City, which is fair. But the way Jim Carragher puts it in his fans, it was just laughable. Like, let me show you before I double into it in full. Let me show you because this was very funny.
I do. The reason I mentioned Arsenal because I think they're almost like the first ones. They'll think we can pick them off in terms of we haven't got Champions League and what we said before. It's not an Arsenal thing.
Did you hear that? Maybe let me play it again. Listen.
I do. The reason I mentioned Arsenal because I think they're almost like the first ones. They'll think we can pick them off in terms of we haven't got Champions League and what we said before. It's not an Arsenal thing.
It's not Arsenal thing, but he thinks Arsenal should be worried that Newcastle is going to compete and pick us as quick as possible. But not Spurs, not Leicester City, not Manchester United, not Chelsea, but Arsenal. Okay, let put Chelsea in his own box. So not Spurs because they have Conte, a so-called world-class manager. Let me give to world-class manager, but does he have the players? Oh, let's leave that alone, right? But Manchester United has had a dreadful season, but they shouldn't be worried. But Arsenal has had a better season, better points tally, have one of the youngest team that is progressing. They should be worried. The Manchester United and Spurs shouldn't be worried. This is the agenda. This is the agenda. This is not an Afrobeat agenda. This is an English agenda against Arsenal all the time. Like the mainstream becoming very laughable and farcical. See, you're being found out. I remember when the fan cam channel started, they found a way to pull them down. Unfortunately, they couldn't. Now they're having a synergy with fan cams and they're trying to infiltrate with the same agenda. It's not going to work. See, because Jimmy Carragher had what I call a semi-decent career doesn't mean his punditry is exceptional. I think his punditry is trash, in my opinion. He has trash punditry. Because we've seen it before. Maradona was a world-class player. Maradona was a world-class player. As a coach for the Argentine national team, he was a bomb. We've seen it. Henry, another world-class player, but when he went into coaching, he bumped it up. Let's tune it down. We know how sharp-mouthed, how mouthy Gary Neville was on the tactics board until he got his gig at Valencia. We remember what happened at Valencia? He could barely win games. And since then, he has never gone back to management. So easier said than done sometimes. See, fans are becoming very intelligent. Fans are becoming very aware. There's information for us to research these things. And we've been watching football for the longest time. We're not stupid. We are not dumb. Like, can you just stop this silly agenda because you work for Sky Sports? Sky Sports is on the brink. Some fan channels are doing more views on Sky Sports than ESPN. Shout out to them. But come on. Why do you guys should turn on your damn agenda? It's not working like it used to work. It's not working. It's not working. Let me drink some water. This agenda is not working how can you tell me, which is fair, Let's be fair. Arsenal should be on a watch out. Newcastle has more liquidity than ever now. They have the resources. They can compete. But the fact that Arsenal is always banter worthy. Arsenal is always newsworthy. Arsenal is always trigger worthy to this mainstream media. Spurs should be worried because they have a so-called Conte, which we know. In my opinion, there's a subjectivity around this world-class status. He has never done well in the Champions League. He has won the league in the team that should win. Chelsea, he had a fantastic team. He should be winning the league. Juve, he had a fantastic team. He should be winning the league. Inter was partly kind of rubbish. He went there, brought in players, and he should win when he brings the required players. Like every decent coach can do that. I think so. See, you can't tell me a coach is world class, is going to turn water into wine without the resources of quality players. You need quality players to deliver results. Yes, the coach will boost the performance by maybe 10 to 15%. But if you don't have the quality players to deliver those things, you can't. You can't tell me Klopp is fantastic, but he had to sell the likes of Benteke, Carros, and brought in quality players that turn into the next level superstars. So don't tell me about how these persons world-class players, how certain teams should be dreaded, how certain teams shouldn't be dreaded. See, let me play it again so you guys can understand this absolute bollocks.
I do. The reason I mentioned Arsenal because I think they're almost like the first one. They'll think we can pick them off in terms of if you haven't got Champions League and what we.
So Arsenal will be the first to be picked off. Like, let's stop this nonsense. Spurs are not as great as people are putting it. They've made 2 signings. The season has ended. Who have they bought in? Perisic on the twilight of his career, on his last legs, and they signed Ryan Foster from Southampton. And that old, like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? This is the English Premiership. Like, what are we talking about? Like, come on, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. This is absolute nonsense. People shouldn't listen to Jamie Carragher with all kinds of seriousness. No. He's put on his agenda again. He wants to trigger Arsenal fans, which I think Arsenal fans have become so easy to be triggered these days. He wants to use the method of Arsenal is always newsworthy, which the mainstream media love to buy into. Like, look at the contract situation with Salah and Mane. Let's put it, if that was Arsenal, the media will be throwing pelters at the board. They'll be throwing pelters at the setter. But because it's Liverpool, look how the news is being reported. Look at Man U. They've had one of the worst seasons they've ever had. But look at the media, this mainstream media reporting it with kid gloves. If that was Arsenal, they will be stroking the fire. They'll be adding more fuel to the fire. But you see, Arsenal fans have to be smart. I'm not saying Arsenal is all rosy at Arsenal at the moment. No, we are building and we can see there's progress. Well, it's disappointing. I'm disappointed with the qualified top 4. I'm very disappointed. But in the same fact, right? I can see progress. We need to just bring in the required experience, and the team will boom. The team will boom. We are like, in my opinion, at least 4 to 5 experienced players from the team actually cementing their own in the top 4, maybe competing for the title, then doing well in the Europa League. So these naysayers like Jim Carragher shouldn't be taken seriously. Nah, don't take them seriously. He's just doing what his employers have paid him to do. In sight. Banter the Arsenal fan base. Soccer with 304, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and leave a thumbs up and turn on the notification bell so when I drop these videos, you are aware. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay healthy.